Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we'll be looking at the JC Wings Malta Air Boeing 737 MAX 8. So let's get started with the box. So on the front you have a very nice box design. You have the tail pattern. On the right you have JC Wings, Malta Air, the aircraft type, and that picture of the aircraft. You have the Boeing logo, 737 in the bottom right, and die-cast aircraft model. On the back, you have the specifications of the aircraft, and pretty much a similar design as the front. The top has JC Wings Malta Air, die-cast aircraft model, 1:400 scale, the aircraft type as well. The right side is exactly the same, and so is the left side, and the bottom is pretty similar as well, but it has two barcodes, this being the one which we have, so this is our model, and then this could be either a future release or perhaps a 1:200 scale version, but we'll just have to see what JC Wings decides to release in the future. But now let's get started with the model. So if we start at the front, you can see the nose cone is subtly printed on there. You also have the pitot tubes, which are a little bit hard to see as well. You have the cockpit windows and the windscreen wipers. You have the front landing gear with the last three letters of the registration. The L1 door is very nicely detailed, and you have the stair hatch underneath that as well. You then have the Malta Air titles. You have two antennas on the top and three on the bottom. You have the nice MAX engines. You have the overwing exits, and the exit markings on the wing as well. The wings are very nicely carved out, like with most JC Wings models. Then on the scimitars you have Malta printed on the outside and the inside as well, which is a very good touch to detail. You have the registration, which is a Malta flag and a European flag, and the registration is 9H-VUC. You have another emergency exit there, and the L2 door, along with the nice tail design for Malta Air, which I think looks very nice. Then have the horizontal stabilizers, the APU, which is a hole, which is very nice. The right side is exactly the same, but with cargo doors. And the bottom is pretty basic. I mean, it has the printed air intakes, you have a stand holder, and you have the gear hatches there. But apart from that, that is it. You have the registration underneath the left side of the wing, and the bottom half of the scimitar is yellow as well, on the top side and the bottom side. And you have the fairings as well. My only complaint with this model is something which is very small, but realistically it should have been, there shouldn't be this error, and that is to do with the engine cowling. So if we look at the Ryanair, which JC Wings made back in 2020, you can see that the engine cowling is much like a MAX in real life. However, the one on the Malta Air is much thinner than this one, which is a mistake, and that's maybe because they printed the Malta Air too large on the engines, or it could be another issue, because I've seen that other JC Wings Maxes have smaller engine cowling, which is very odd because they've made this model and it's the same company, but the engine cowling is correct. So that's some weird things going on by JC Wings there. But apart from that, I really like the model, so, and it's one which I needed a lot, so definitely if you need a Malta Air, get one, because it's way better than the Aero Classics one. And the only mistake in my opinion is that engine cowling. But with that being said, I hope you found the review helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.